Ka took up his position in the enclosed purple-paved courtyard. His opponent did likewise on the opposite side. They had chosen Non, the champion of the major. Guardsman. Selected by Jun and Painchak for his strength and fighting ability, Non was the logical choice for the judicial combat. He had always respected Master Ka above all others, and so his heart was not really in the fight. Nevertheless, he was compelled by the laws of the major to participate. Despite his misgivings, Non resolved to battle as well as he could because his life and honor were at stake. Major. Guardsmen were not of pure major blood. They were a hybrid of human and major, a necessity from years past. The major had suffered through incidents where one of the few had breached their defenses and slaughtered many of the old race. It was decided those countless generations ago that some of the major would seduce some non-women with magic and proliferate a sub-race that would be used to protect them against this threat. As a result, major guardsmen were typically 5.5 tall with invariably blonde or silvery hair. Most were of a solid build and sound mind, as only the best human women were exploited for the purposes of breeding. Non dreaded having to face his esteemed leader. It was not so much the fear of Ka's talent with the staff. It was the remorse of a dog that must bite his master or an apprentice who must strike his teacher. Seizing solidly his red crystalline claymore in both hands, he let forth a tremendous frustrated war cry and charged forward grimly. Ka stood patiently, ready and waiting for the assaulting blade. It arrived swiftly in a controlled yet forceful motion across and down, back and across. Ka leapt and parried with his red wooden staff. His salient thoughts were of the greater major plight. At the same time, he knew he could not allow himself to be defeated by Non. His conflicting reactions almost caused him to feel emotion. It is not right that Non should be killed at the whim of traitors. Slightly distracted with 3 levels of conscious thought, Master Ka was grazed by a low slashing blow from his reluctant opponent. The magic that had compelled Othon to kneel and surrender was strong, but Ka had developed quite a resistance to effects such as that. A slight bend in the knees and some stiffness in the arms was detectable to the trained eye, but that was the extent of the Conquest Claymore's secondary effect. Ka was shocked back into stark clarity by the blow. I must end this quickly. The Xanu stone is deteriorating. The old major was contemplating the next staff-based attack to perform on Non when he saw the mournful expression on the champion's face. Striking his leader had made him nauseous. Even though Non attempted to create the impression that he was trying to strike Ka again, he deliberately dropped his left arm at a crucial moment of the stroke, leaving an obvious gap in his defenses for Ka to land a telling blow. The laws of the major were very concise and strict when it came to challenges to the authority of the Nucleus Master. The fight was invariably to the death. For a split second, Non's eyes met Ka's. Non tried successfully with his facial expression to communicate his undying respect for Ka, and a complete lack of malice towards him. Ka's face showed Non that he was forced by circumstances beyond his control to kill him. He also tried to express his strong intention, without actually saying anything, to resurrect Non in the Chamber of Pools when the fight was over. Ka's knotted red staff pierced through Non's visor and into his right eye socket. Ka had been very careful to make Non's first death as quick and painless as possible. As the defeated champion of the major guardsman slid off the end of the branch-like staff and landed with a metallic clunk-clang on the cobblestones, Ka motioned for some of the outer circle to take Non to the chamber with all haste. Jun scowled and turned away from the battlements with ruined disgust. His challenge had been defeated, and under the laws of the major, no further such challenges could be issued to the Nucleus Master for at least 1 full solar year.